Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Old School RS video. Today we will be covering the update, this Thursday's update, and the biggest thing to come with this update is free-to-play Castle Wars. This sounds like a lot of fun. So as you can see on screen, I took part. I got my full Zamorak armor. As soon as I got in, it instantly reminded me of Castle Wars from back in the real 2007. There was a sheep in the waiting room which you can turn into if you take in some sort of amulet, the Zamorak amulet. And a lot of the free-to-players were like, holy crap, what's this? Following it around, asking if it was a J-mod, things like that. That kind of stuff happened all the time back in the real 2007 when Castle Wars was really popular. Previously, Castle Wars was a members only minigame and it wasn't very active. There was only a few people that were actually playing Castle Wars before this update, and those few people had the strategy down. So if you wanted to go play Castle Wars for that nostalgia trip, everyone playing would be taking Ancient Magic's Ice Barrage, so if you tried to even enter the castle, you would have no chance because you just get barraged down. It's a capture the flag minigame. You're going to run in there with your full rune, your green D-hide top and your maple shortbow. It's going to be great fun. And you can either go on defense, collect some barricades from the supply room in the castle and set up defenses and try and defend your flag, or you can take the numerous routes to the enemy castle and try and capture their flag. There's a bunch of ways you can do that. You can go over the stepping stones to the side of the map. You can go right through the middle. There's like a small castle, like a small base in the middle that a lot of people fight at. And you can also go underground. There's a bunch of underground passageways to get to the enemy castle. To get to free-to-play Castle Wars, you need to go to the Clan Wars portals. On map right now you should see how to get there, and just on the edge of the cliff there is a portal that takes you to the Castle Wars lobby. From winning Castle Wars games you get a bunch of Castle Wars tokens or tickets, and with those tickets you can buy a number of different cosmetic rewards. In free to play you can now get Zamorak robes. Monks of Zamorak in free to play now drop the Zamorak robes top and bottom. Previously these were only accessible to members. The Zamorak robes are now the new best magic robes for free to play, giving a +2 magic attack and +3 magic defense alongside a +3 prayer bonus. And the final change to free to play is the Amulet of Accuracy. Before this update, you could only receive one Amulet of Accuracy per account. However, if you return to the wizard that starts that quest in the Wizard's Tower by Draenor with a full set of beads even after you've completed the quest, he will give you another Amulet of Accuracy. And now on to changes for members. A few weeks back they introduced the new mining guild, and with that the new mining gloves, which basically just gave mining a little buff. You can now combine the two sets of mining gloves in exchange for expert mining gloves, which combine the effects of the previous two mining gloves into one. They require 70 mining to equip and cost 60 minerals if you have the other two mining gloves. From scratch it will take 240 unidentified minerals, which is the cost of all three gloves. They've also added a new reward to the Elite Desert Achievement Diary. Now when you complete the diary, they've added the option to teleport to the task-only Calphite Cave for Slayer. This is a new teleport option in addition to the existing teleport to Narda, and the reason for this was that Narda has been sort of dead content ever since rejuvenation pools were offered in player-owned houses. There wasn't really much need to go to Narda anymore, so the reward from the Elite Desert Amulet wasn't as good as previously, so they've added this new thing to compensate. And here are a bunch of smaller updates that came to the game today. The biggest one being that the Crack the Clue was finally done. Someone figured out what the Helm of Raybold was. Pikachu Yip has discovered it, and he has not revealed how to get it yet. I believe to this point he may be the only person that's done it, and he hasn't shared how he done it, which has left a few people a little bit upset. And obviously there's also a bunch of other small things that maybe aren't worth discussing right now, which if you want to read, just pause the video right here and take a couple of seconds to read it. So that's it for today's Old School update, but yesterday a dev blog was released looking to make some changes or some additions to the already existing Slayer Tower. They want to make a new level 75 Slayer boss, meaning there's some Slayer bossing content for medium level Slayers. The boss would be a gargoyle boss found on the top of the Slayer Tower, and the loot, the rewards from killing this boss, will be something called granite dust, which can be applied to cannonballs to increase their max hit, to make the cannonballs more powerful. You would just use the granite dust on the cannonballs, which would have no requirements to combine them, and this granite dust will be dropped from every kill on the boss. And they also want to provide a buff to the Bando's boots, which would come in the form of a drop from this boss. The drop would be black tourmaline shards, I believe I'm saying that correctly, which you would attach to Bando's boots to create grotesque boots. And on screen right now you can see what the stats would be if this passed poll. They would require 75 defense to equip and would be defensive boots. So yeah, these things are going to be polled, so you can vote on them and decide if you want the game to have a level 75 Slayer boss atop the Slayer Tower. Their argument being that the Slayer Tower has been a piece of popular PvM content for 15 years, yet it hasn't been fully explored yet. So yeah, go vote on that, it's pretty exciting stuff. That concludes today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave a comment and or a rating, as it helps out the video and the channel a great deal. And as always, thanks for watching. Hopefully I see you guys next time.